banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton, and complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check 41. And watch the lane.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here you go, Cam. Check right, check. Heavy. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another chance for Dalton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct, and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Tight end right. We got 4. We got 4. 86 is on the...
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Here we go. Hey, I got him. I got him. I got him. That's me.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton flush to his right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Here we go. Kid.
A give to Anderson here out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
368. Check mark. Watching your guard.
Hey, Zoo.
Watch the slap.
Dalton here from the gun. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here you go, 368.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Titans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So Dalton now. Ertz has it left side. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. The Trump, there he goes, right side. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They go play action with Brissett. High throw, but the catch is made. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake, and now running right through it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44.
From the gun, Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Andy Dalton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. On 2nd down and 4. Dalton looking deep for his touch. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Operating from the gun, Dalton.
There's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Come on. Regular. Hey, switch gears. 368.
Here's Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amani Hooker. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Lewis out of the gun. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Play action now. Brissett rolling to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
At the 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey.
Andy Dalton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Regular. SOS.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
44. Here you go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out left to Anderson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing, Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Play fake, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hatchet. 368.
41. I've got a
10th carry now for Anderson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Again, Anderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He's got a man, complete. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. It's do or die for Dalton. Flushed out right. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back.